أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. So we continue Surah Al-Qalam, ayah number 46. So continuation that the disbelievers of Makkah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talking to them, أم تسألهم أجرا فهم من مغرم مثقلون. When they don't bring Iman and they have their own ideologies, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, what is the reason for their rejection? That why they are not accepting the truth. So different possibilities Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is discussing. As I told you before, the meaning of sometime it will be or, sometime it will be but, and sometime it will be a question like, is it? Is they true? Okay, so there are different meanings of So this is translated as or, and this one is istifham. Okay, question. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, is it that? Tas'aluhum, that you are asking them, ajran, any compensation for this tabligh. Fahum, so they, min maghramin, from the debt, musqaloon, are overburdened. Okay, so gharimina in the Quran also, gharamun, maghram, this is a masdar. It is that kind of loss that is for free. Like you lose money because you buy something expensive. So at least you got something. But if you lose the money for free, you don't get nothing in return. So that kind of loss is called maghram. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that you asking them that give me that much money and they don't have it and they are in debt and they are overburdened. So that is why they are opposing you. Is that the possibility? The second is am indahum, or with them. Al-ghaibu is the knowledge of the unseen. Fahum, so they yaktubun, keep on writing it. Or suppose there is a book with them, just like the Qur'an is with you, and that knowledge of the unseen is coming to them, and they are recording it and preserving it also, and they keep on reading it and keep on giving you the information from their book. Is that the possibility? Which is not the possibility too. So then what should you do? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Prophet, fasbir, so be patient. لِحُكْمِ رَبِّكَ, for the command of your Lord. وَلَا تَكُنْ, and do not become like كَصَاحِبِ, like the man al-hut of the fish. Okay, so sahib means like companion, but instead of saying companion of the fish, it is better like man of the fish. Okay, the one with إِذْ نَادَى, when he called out, وَهُوَ, and he was makzoom, in anguish. Okay, so anger, anguish is also used for sorrow. So makzoom is from kazmun, kazimin, makzoom, who is in anguish, who is in anger. Okay, so the man of the fish is who? Yunus alayhi salam, right? Hut is called fish. So hut, as you know, it is also called noon in Arabic. So sometimes he is called Zunnun, the noon. Okay, the possessor of the fish. Here it says Sahib al-Hut, the companion or the man of the fish, that he called Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How he called Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu min al-zalimin. Okay, and he was in anger. The reason of the anger, as I told you, the story is in several places in the Quran. When you bring the pieces together, like for example, in this town Yunus alayhi salam was living. And they, after a lot of tabligh, they were not listening. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them after 3 days and 3 nights, azab will come upon them. You and your followers should leave this town. So he came to this town, suppose. Okay? And this town is called Ninwa, which is on the river Furat in Iraq, on the bank of that. So now he left this town and he come to this new town. He's here now. He's here and the caravans are coming and he's asking, is the azab came upon them? Azab came upon them. And they say, no, everything is all right. So after the 72 hours, the 3 days, when the azab never came, so he say, if he go back there, they will say you are a liar. And Allah's promise was true, and he was very confused that what's going on. Allah informed him that you leave because after 3 days the azab will come. So what happened? He was supposed to go to the next destination based on what the wahi, what the revelation is, because he's a prophet. But he got very upset and angry, and he decided to go to a next destination without the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He just left like that in anger. And while he is coming here, so he is crossing the water where the boat was burdened with too many people, and they say we have to throw one person in the water to save the rest of the people. They draw the name, and 3 times his name is coming, Yunus alayhi salam. إذ أبق إلى الفلك المشحون فساهم فكان من المدحضين. Allah said it in the Qur'an. Okay, so then they threw him in the water and the fish swallowed him. And في الظلمات he started saying لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. Okay, what happened here is that after 2 days they saw that the black cloud is coming toward them from the horizon. And they realized that the Yunus alayhi salam is true. So they all came in an open maidan, a field, with their animal, with their old people, young people, and they do tawbah and istighfar sincerely, and they say, we're not going to do it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, normally when the azab appear, لا يرد بأسه عن القوم, it doesn't go, it is too late then. Allah make an exception for this nation. فَلَوْلَا قَرْيَةٌ آمَنَتْ فَنَفَعَهَا إِيمَانُهَا إِلَّا قَوْمَ يُونُس لَمَّا آمَنُوا كَشَفْنَا عَنْهُمْ عَذَابَ الْخِزْيِ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيا. That the azab, even the signs of azab appear, but even then Allah accepted their tawbah. Okay, and then they saved from the azab and they were waiting that when Yunus alayhi salam will come to them so that they all go in his feet and do tawbah and repentance. Yunus alayhi salam, this is going on with him. So now, when he's saying this, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin, so he was thrown on the river, on the bank of the river. Now his all body is wrinkled, no hair, he's sick looking. Okay, at that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded the plant of a squash to grow on him, to give him the appropriate heat and moisture and light so that his skin can grow. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he returned back to. This is the story of Yunus alayhi salam. So now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, Lawla, if this was not the case, an tadarakahu, that he was reach him, tadaraka, like catching, okay, adarakahu al-faqru, the poverty caught him, seized him. Okay, so lawla an tadarakahu ni'matun, if it was not the case that the bounty of Allah come to his help, okay, reached him, okay, and what will happen? Min rabbihi, from his Lord, lanubidha, he will have been thrown. Nabadha yambudu, mean throwing. Okay, he will have been thrown. Bil ara'i, ara, like uryan mean naked person. So bil ara'i mean naked shore, a barren land. On the bank of the river. وَهُوَ مَذْمُومٌ. Mazmum is from muzamma. Muzamma means condemnation. And he will be condemning himself. That look, all this happened because of me, because I didn't wait for the command of Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did this. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say that he came to the ara. He did came to the naked shore. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says the ni'mah of Allah come. So what happened? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala returned him all his kayfiyat and his spiritual power, which Allah has not taken from him in the first place. But Allah gave him any more. فَاجْتَبَاهُ رَبُّهُ. Okay? And so the all the arrangement of his survival was done on the ara. He was not like helpless. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, if the ni'mat of Allah was not with him and the help of Allah, he would have been thrown on the naked shore, condemned. But that was not the case. The ni'mah came and it surrounded him, and all the arrangements was done for him. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Am tasalum ajiran. They have the qalqala here. Okay? Noon, there is a gunna here also, but I don't want to. Okay, noon sakin followed by mim, you do idgham ma'al gunna. Mim maghramin. Okay, tanween followed by mim, you do idgham ma'al gunna again here. So mim maghramin musqalun. Okay, عندهم you do ikhfa here. غيب yailin. فهم يكتبون. Okay, fasbir. Okay, this ra should be thin because maqabal is maksur. Don't say fasbir. No, fasbir. This ra will be thick. Why? Because it has a fatha. Anytime when the ra has a fatha or dhamma, that will be full mouth. When it has a kasra, it will be empty mouth. Okay? But now this has a sukun. So you look, the same rule you apply to ma qabal. So look, if suppose on the ba is fatha, so this ra will be thin. Okay? Bar. Okay? If this was a dhamma, the ra will be thick. Bor. But when the ba has a kasra, so this ra will be thin. So what is the rule of ra? If ra has a fatha or dhamma, it will be full mouth. If it has a kasra, it will be empty mouth. Now if it has sukun, the same rule shift to the ma qabal. And then you look at the letter before. Okay? وَلَا تَكُنْ كَصَاحِبِ الْمُوتِ إخفاء here. إِذْ نَادَى وَهُوَ مَكْذُوبٌ لَوْلَا وَاولين. لَوْلَا. Okay? Noon sakin followed by ta, you do ikhfa here. نعمة نون ساكن followed by mim, you do idgham مع الغنة. من ربه نون ساكن followed by ra, you do idgham without بلا غنة. Okay, لنبذ بالعراء وهو مذموم. ها.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أم تسألهم أجرا فهم من مغرم مثقلون أم عندهم الغيب فهم يكتبون فاصبر لحكم ربك ولا تكن كصاحب الحوت إذ نادى وهو مكذوم لولا أن تداركه نعمة من ربه لنبذ بالعراء وهو مذموم.
وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله. तो आपको चाहिए हो गए